If you're a business person or a sales guy and you're the one in charge of outbound outreach, I'm going to help you understand how exactly you get your outbound efforts to work. For those that don't know, outbound, look at it more or less as you as a company are going out to hunt for business. So whether it means you physically going to people's offices to knock office per office, whether it means you reaching out via email, you reaching out via WhatsApp, you reaching out, as long as it's the business reaching out to its prospective customers. That is what outbound is. So in this video, I'm just going to give you the full guide of what exactly you can do to drive the best results out of your outbound outreach. Now, in order for this to work, there are going to be about 4 main steps that we need to fix in order for this to work. Now, the first thing we need to fix is how exactly are we going to get the people to reach out to? That's the first problem that you need to resolve. So there are different ways that this is managed. There are the free options and the paid options. The free options involve you either calling some of your friends and asking them that, do you know anyone that is in this industry that I could possibly talk to? Or sometimes people choose to go office per office, door to door knocking across different doors, just trying to create that opportunity to get the prospective leads to talk to. Whereas some other people choose to use paid tools. These are what they call outbound tools. Outbound tools are tools like the Trembi Sales AI, for those of you that are in Africa, tools like Apollo, for those of you that are in America. Now, these platforms, all you have to do is literally get into them and tell them, you know what, this is the subset of people I'm interested in. Please get me all their contacts. Now, the beauty with such tools is they ease the work for you. As an example, we sell to schools, as opposed to me going school per school per school to try and get decision makers in those schools. I would rather just use that tool, and that tool produces for me phone numbers of all the decision makers, and in fact helps me message all of them without me lifting a finger. The work tends to be a little bit easier that way. So the first thing you need to address is, how am I effectively going to get these contacts? The beauty with that, like I said, it's quite easy. As long as you have the money to pay for those tools, you are $150, $200, you'll be okay. You'll have as many contacts as you need. Now, once you get these contact numbers, please do not try to sell to these people the moment you've got their numbers. No. Even you yourself, if a random person came to you and just immediately said, buy my service from me, would you? Naturally, most of you are going to say no. So the same thing applies when you're reaching out to these people. Find a way of converting these people into what they call prospects. Now, for our case scenario, what we do is, before we even send anything, as an example, if we're selling to the insurance-based people, we go onto our channel and create videos about how to restructure your sales system to drive more sales in the insurance sector. That is the video I'm going to get. It's a free video. You're sending it to someone. Educate them. Give them a free course. Like, come up with something free to give that person. Because the moment you start with the high gear of you're going to sell, no one is going to pay attention to you. But when you give something for free, do you know what? My name is so-and-so. Given that you're in the insurance space, I thought this video would be helpful to you because it talks about how you can actually grow your sales. Something of the sort is very innocent. Most people won't feel attacked. They'll give you the audience. Whereas on the contrary, when you start with, come, buy from me, naturally many of them are not going to buy from you. So give out something for free. That's just in my point of view. Now, once you give that thing for free, whatever it is, whether it's a course, whether it's some educational content, whether you've sent it to their WhatsApp or their email, it doesn't really matter. Send out that information and begin to track. Use platforms like the Trembi Sales AI to track which of these people have paid attention. Have they gone and watched my video? Have they clicked my link and gone back to the website? Now, for the people that have clicked, find a second piece of information to send to them. You can automate all of this, by the way. Now, what you're doing is trying to sieve out that, yes, I have 10,000 contacts, but of these 10,000 contacts, how many of them may be interested in what it is I'm offering? Talk about a problem they have. And that is what you're sharing within the videos. That is what you're sharing within the blog posts. And from there, to keep tracking who has paid attention, who has paid attention, who has paid attention. Now, once you've filtered out the people that have paid attention, then go into now phase number 3. That is now what we call nurturing. Now, in phase number 3, that goal is get some of these people. Tell them, you know what, I noticed you went and watched one of my videos on this and this and this. We're hosting a webinar. A webinar could be something like an online meeting, just talking about that problem. Or it could be, we have a free white paper just showcasing how we could kind of work around this problem for you. So get as specific as possible. The relevance of creating this nurturing phase and having that one big event that you attract these people who have already paid attention is because you're still not selling to them, you're attracting them. Let's say you've got 10,000 people. Of those 10,000, I can guarantee you're going to have at least a couple of 100, 200 of them that are going to come in to try and attend that webinar to see how you're solving that problem for them. And only after these people have come in, that's when now you proceed with some kind of a free trial, get them started at that point. Now, why I recommend this journey is because so many people are focused on, I want the sale and I want the sale now. Whereas on the person's front, people just don't buy like that. People just don't wake up and buy, especially when you're selling B2B products. They take it phase by phase. And it's important that you get them at the level at which they are. And the only way you do that is by providing information and kind of lowering them to you as opposed to you forcing your product down their throats. That's how you'll end up converting more sales. So in a nutshell, that's how we are structuring our sales system to make sure that even our outbound efforts are working. You could pick a leaf from this. And most importantly, if you're looking to scale your sales from $0 to $50,000, we're launching a free course that just talks about that entire process. What exactly do you do step by step to get there? So fill in the link in the description if you're interested. Bye-bye for now.